Okay. Are we good? We shoot?
We're good.
All right, good. So we got the Superwoman, Luann. She is coming into the gym today, and she's got lower back problems. She actually was going to not come to the gym today because her lower back was hurting her, correct?
Yes.
Right? So my question for her is, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your back pain right now?
A 7.
7. You give it a 7, okay. Now here's my theory. My theory is her back is giving her problems because her hip flexors are tight, and when you have tight hip flexors from sitting in chairs for a period of time throughout the day, which I think a lot of people do, tight hip flexors leads to you try to stand up, you think you're standing up all the way, but you're not, and then you end up arching your back, and you put a lot of strain on that lower back, and I'm over-exaggerating, but this is kind of what it looks like. And you said you were carrying what yesterday?
A backpack.
A backpack for most of the day. So if her hips were tight, she wasn't standing up tall, she had to find a way to get upright, and this is that arch, that bad overextension position that you were hanging out in most of the day with load on your back.
Yes.
But I'm going to say that the cause is the tight hips. So this is a little drill we do that will open up your hips and hopefully take some of the pressure off your lower back, all right?
Okay.
So you got your leg in the band, it's pulled up high, right underneath the glutes, you know, as high as you can go. What you want to do is get a little tension there. And I've kind of rigged up a little simple thing here, you know, just using some weights. Take a big step back with your left leg. Big step back. Use that box as your balance. Okay, once you get that big step back and you got a little tension right there, now what you want to do is you want to make sure your spine is braced. So we're going to take our ribs, we're going to tuck them in, we're going to flex our belly as tight as we can. Good. And then from there, we're going to take this door hinge, that's your hips, and we're going to drive that sucker open, because that's what we're trying to open up, not our belly. We're trying to open up our hips. And you see the cringe, you see the, what do we call it, the gristle face? You see the gristle face? So we're tucking this in. We're going to let the band pull her forward, driving those hips open. And we're going to basically just try to open up this door hinge. I call it the door hinge because it's a hinge. It opens up and closes. So when you sit down in a chair, you're closing the door. When you stand up tall, you're opening the door, right? So this joint right here is the one we're trying to open up. Not so much the belly. So we just keep those ribs in. Tight, tight, tight. Flex the abs. Tight, tight, tight. Squeeze the, let's see, left glute. Because that left glute's going to drive that hip open. Good. And we're going to hold this for 2-minute minimum. 2 to 5 minutes per side is prescribed. So I'm not timing it, but I've got a pretty good internal clock. I'm thinking you're at about a minute right now. Yeah. And feel free to, I call it freestyling, feel free to kind of drive in and out and just kind of move around. Feel free to move around. Hip out, as long as we don't sacrifice the belly, we keep the ribs tucked in, spine first, right? Keep that spine in neutral, drive the hips open. You keep squeezing the left butt cheek, open up that hip. Go for a little bit longer, and then I'll have you hop out of it. Tell me how you feel, at least on that side for sure, right? And this would be my first go-to for back pain. Somebody comes in with back pain, immediately I'm trying to open up the hips. So there you go. Looks good. Looks good. So we're going to speed this up just for video's sake. Let me go ahead and have you hop out of it. So you use the box as leverage, stand up, just take the band off. Just tell me how you feel. I mean, what do you feel? Anything different? Anything at all? I mean, your words, whatever.
It's not as tight as it was.
Not as tight as it was, which
Yeah.
means the door is opened up a little bit
better.
more. Right? Now we
Feels
just did
better.
one side. We didn't do both sides.
Yeah. This side feels better than this side.
Does it really?
It does.
Okay. In what way?
That ache
Yeah?
that I had all the way across is now only on this side.
Okay. Huh?
That's
Good.
strange.
Is that strange? It's strange? Okay.
It's strange.
You know, if it's strange, that's okay. If it works, I don't care if it's strange.
If it
All right.
works,
All right.
that's
So,
fine.
yeah, we can cut. I just wanted to